Monday, June 19th, and I'm Mark Friedman, just an American citizen. Another beautiful day in our beautiful country. It's wow. And a happy Juneteenth to everyone who's celebrating today. No notes, no sense. And let's talk part two about how to approach resolving a complaint. Let's get into some specifics. And I got some stuff at the end, I think, that it kind of is like the cherry on top of everything. Remember what we talked about. We have to build off of the last one. You need a pen. You need a piece of paper. I don't have to show you paper. I assume what that is. You need to know how to write. I mean, emails are great. I'm sorry, e-notes, digital notes are great, but they can disappear and people can copy them and things can happen. You write it down with a pen. You keep your paper. You got it. It's very hard for someone to take from you, and you make your case. Remember, the first thing you do, though, is when you call, so you're going to resolve your complaint, you're going to make your call, remembering that most customer service is there to turn you down. Most government service there is to turn you down. Most big corporations, quote-unquote, services to turn you down, though there are some really good ones that do a really good job, and I deal with them all the time because of it. So here we go. First thing you say is, when you get somebody on the phone, can you help me? Now think about how that works. You're not yelling at anybody. You're not getting mad at them. You shouldn't be, because this is the first time you're talking to this person. And you're asking him to help you. If you say, will you help me? That requires a yes or no answer. If you say, can you help me? Can you help me? They go, most people would say, I'm going to try. So that's your way to approach it. Can you help me? This is my problem. And you explain the problem. After you explain the problem, like we said, hopefully you got it worked out. If you didn't get it worked out, then you write down, even if you did, the date you talked to the person's name, the time you spoke with them, and all the notes, everything you said, you write down there. You've got to have it. You never know, because if it doesn't work out, you got to be able to respond to this. If it doesn't work out, you got to call again, give it maybe a week. The most is what I would give it is a week. You call back again. You're going to get a different person, but you write down the number you're calling, the date, the time, like everything else. Can you help me? And then get into it and say, I spoke with this person before, and he or she said they were going to take care of it, and they didn't. Can you help me? What's the problem? Let me give an example. Tickets. You deal with the big ticket brokers. We had a situation I know about where a person didn't get their ticket. And I said to him, look, they paid for it, they took it. I said, they called him. I said, you give them a week. After a week, you call them back. You keep the name of the person. They kept promising. This person called 4 times over a month trying to get their ticket. They were promised the ticket each time. You're going to get it. You're going to get it. Don't worry about it. I said, now you push it up to the manager. You start with the 3rd week. You push it up to the manager, 4th week. They gave this person some jive. They pushed it up to a higher. You call up, you say, now look, I need some help. Please help me. You go back. Remember, you're going to be put on hold. You're going to go through all this. Just be cool. Be ready to lay back. Listen to that jive music they put on when you're on hold. And just keep working through it. And then what happened here was this is that 5th week, they got to the right manager who said, you haven't received your ticket yet? Let me check into this. They make a phone call. The ticket came with an apology. Now, after 5 weeks and all those calls and all the money they made on this person buying the ticket, but it worked because they took copies of all their notes and they sent them on digitally to the company. And they said, wow, you've been making all these calls. They've been promising you all this. And they can't disagree with you. You got it there. It worked out. Let me give you an even better approach, not a better approach. It's good it worked out that way. Now let me give you an approach if you're really having a problem and it just keeps going and you know you're right. You've gotten to this, say, 4th or 5th time. You've tried, you've done everything you could. Call, yes, I apologize. Call or write your congressman. Now look, all you ever hear on TV are all these people mouthing, jiving these congressmen like Marjorie Taylor Greene and all. That's all they can do is yell and scream. But, they're called representatives. It's called the House of Representatives. And they're there to represent you. And you want to find out how well your representative represents you? If you've been turned away, because you really have to make your case so they can back you up. If you get turned away, whether you're dealing with a government agency and you've been right and you've been backing it all up, or you get turned away from one of these companies and you're really getting a bad, you're just getting it where you shouldn't be getting it, you call your congressman. You get a person on the phone, you say, I've got a problem, I don't know what to do. You send that congressman all this information. You're going to find out if you truly have a representative, not a mouth, like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Maybe she's a good rep, I don't know. But I doubt it. But you're going to find a really good rep, because who wants to deal with her? But you're going to find a really good representative, if your representative is good, who's going to then put your stuff together and send out a communication to the group you're dealing with and saying, hi, this is Representative so-and-so's office. I received all this information. I want an answer. Why isn't this being taken care of? You'd be amazed at how well this works. Amazed. Before we go any further, if I may ask, please subscribe. You can see here we do this kind of stuff. We do music, we do politics, we do it all. Just have a great time with this. But if you want more of this stuff, please subscribe. Love more subscribers, and I appreciate all my subscribers that I have now. Thank you. But just get back to this now. Here we are. This congressman or congresswoman, of course, will take care of most of the situations for you. Because people hear from a congressperson, they go, wow, I got to deal with this. And if you're right, 9 out of 10, they'll clean it up for you. If you're right, most of your stuff's going to get worked out. If you follow these suggestions, just be a nice pushing, staying on top of it, most of it works out. But if you get stuck, go to your congressman. Because then should you vote for this person? This is the type of representative you need who's going to look out for you. So if this person gets it worked out, you kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Oh, I was told Peter says you're not supposed to say it. I apologize. Hey, you knock them out. They fly away afterwards. They bang into the window. What you find out is, number one, you get your problems resolved. And you find out that your representative is a real representative or isn't a real representative, and to vote against that person. So, wow, it works. Hopefully it works out. So try all this stuff. Work it. Pen, notes, paper. Can you help me? Work it. Diary it. Keep coming up. You have your notes, your time, everything. Being nice at all times, because you're dealing with somebody probably for a first time. And then when you get nowhere after everything, and in most situations you'll get it worked out, but when you go everywhere, you got nowhere else to go, you go to your congressperson. You'd be amazed at how well that works. Like I said, whether you have a problem with government or you got a problem with a big corporation. So try it all, and remember, you catch more bees with honey, right? Peace.